Hello, everybody. This is Ivon Reborn. I was waiting for a medical appointment in actually just a few minutes. And, in the car. As I'm waiting for the appointment, I was scrolling here and there. Mira cómo pasan las cosas, man. And I'm coming up with a brand new video that's coming up to the YouTube channel. And the folks in your virtual Ile and the patrons from Patreon are going to be getting that video first so that we can discuss and do all that stuff, some of the perks, right? And as I was online, something popped up. And it was from Trent Shelton. If you do not know who he is, please look him up. He is amazing. And I bought one of his books, and I haven't heard it in a while, which is good to always revisit stuff. And he's promoting his new book, and he's talking about, moving forward, blah, 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 which is great. But he said something that knocked my socks off. So his new book is about finding your peace, getting your peace. And if anybody has been following anything that I've been doing, you will understand that peace has been something that I've been getting like one hair at a time. And he said something. Now, you're going to see when that YouTube video comes out, not this one, the one that's coming next. You're going to see why this all relates, okay? So, all right, here we go. Because my appointment is like in a couple of minutes. He talks in his book about finding your inner peace. And what I just heard, literally, I was driving and I'm like, holy fucking hell. He's right. He said, this is one of the reasons why many relationships do not work like marriages. And I'm like, I just lost my marriage. What happened? I got the answer in like 2 sentences. He says, you are always trying to help someone else by making them what version you feel they would be a better version of. The question is, not let me help you be a better person and you're going to do it this way. The question is, how can I support you? I'm literally shaking because this is such a big deal. He was explaining that the reason why many people do not find peace, this also goes for parents, I know y'all are going to kill me, is because he had in his hands, I wish I had something here, rulers, like little rulers. And he said, you need to take your rulers. I've never caught him live before. So I was a little starstruck. I know I'm not supposed to be starstruck, but we're talking about Trent Shelton here, peoples. He's like real, not like those damn Árabes. And he says, he was holding on these little rulers, right? And he says, you need to throw away your rulers. You need to break them and throw them away. And for me, that I'm very strict. I know as a parent, I'm very strict. And I have high expectations of myself and high expectations of other people. And I literally have been discussing that in the past couple of days. It's all coming together. You're going to see why this video is going to link to the next one, because we're going to talk about a legba. We're going to talk about some stuff. People, when you meet another person, you may have the best intentions and you may say, hey, this is the path you should take. This is how you are going to be the best person ever. You're going to walk on this path and then you're going to make a right and then you're going to make a left. But that may not be that person's best. That may not be their journey. So you want to find inner peace, you have to let them walk their journey and you have to accept them the way that they are right now. not in the expectations that you have. I'm literally like shook, and I'm going to explain why. I'm not going to cry. I'm not fucking up my makeup. When I met my former husband, I was very interested in him. I was smitten. He gave me 3 expectations. 1, 2, 3. They were expectations. 1 I could do without nothing, which was not to be a jealous woman because he was a priest. I'm like, I got that. The other 2 were very hard, and there were expectations I could not meet. And I realized that the end of my marriage was when I accepted that. I accepted somebody else's expectations of me. That was not my journey at all. When you put your expectations on another human who happens to be another spirit, oh, gotta fix this lipstick, damn it. Inhabiting a body, I gotta figure this out. Like, for real, it's bothering me. Go figure, right? Makeup and lipstick and all that good junk. I feel that we're always learning. Wait, I'm trying to look good for the Arabs and I'm screwing up my own makeup. You guys are probably going to be cracking up at this crazy. Welcome to Yvonne's world, right? And lipstick situations. Yeah, fuck it at this point. Look, I feel that I think I was ready to hear that today. And it's interesting because, like I said, I'm a little starstruck because I was on his live. I was like, yes, that's great. But what he said at the very end of that, there were a lot of good things that he said, right? But what he said at the very end that just messed me up. When you put your expectations on another person and they don't meet it, right? And you could have the best intentions, right? You're going to destroy your inner peace. Parents do this. We do this. Teachers. Oh, and he mentioned like business people. So if you're trying to help someone in a business, like coaches and stuff, real coaches, not people who proclaim that they're coaches, like real ones. Parents. But when he mentioned marriage, it was like, oh my God, he's right. He's right. He's right. I accepted expectations that were not for me. They just weren't. And I know people who have gotten divorced before or broken up, and somebody's expectation of the other, they didn't add up. And we're not talking about not cheating, not killing people, stuff like that, not messing around with the Arabs on the side. We're not talking about that. We're talking about expectations on a personal journey of the other individual. And what he said is the question that needs to be asked, instead of, let me help you do this so you could do it right, it should be, how can I support you? I'm literally shook. I'm supposed to be in there taking care of my medical things, and I'm shook. I don't know, maybe I was just ready to hear it. That they literally put all the pieces together when you're ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And you know what? I hope you are too. I hope that you can hear what just happened. Relationships break up because of your expectations of them. They're never going to live up to your expectation. That is your expectation of that person. That's not that person's journey. My marriage was destined to fail because, I'm sorry, I'm very messy. That was one of the things. I had to be a neat freak, and I'm not. And I had to be a great woman like his mother. I was never going to measure up to those two. And there were three. The fact that somebody thought it was okay to impose their expectations. Let me do this because the lighting is better. Yeah. Their expectations of another human and expect them to do that. I failed because I accepted that. I accept my fault in that. I should have never accepted somebody's expectations on me. And we're talking, of course, not cheating, not this, not, hitting you, killing you in the middle of the night. We're not talking about those. Those are expectations that should be had. But we're talking on a personal journey. And when he said that, he talked about parents, he talked about business, he talked about marriage. Holy hell. So anyhow, prepare yourself for the next video that is coming. This one I am going to release immediately because honestly, I'm shook. And I'm late for my appointment, and frankly, I could care less. Let's learn together. Let's learn spiritual things. Let's grow. And you're right. And I feel like, oh my God, I'm so guilty of that because I'm like, I meet you. This is the expectation I have of you. But that may not be your journey for you to be the best person. And there are many versions of that person. And you know what? I now take full responsibility for being in my shitty marriage that was very unfulfilling in many ways, as well as fulfilling in many ways, because I accepted somebody else's expectations of me. I will not do that again. I can't wait to read your comments. Or maybe it was just a big thing for me. All right, I better go to my appointment before they kill me.